able to watch our coverage on my Facebook page. Let me say that again. Tonight, you will be able to watch my coverage on our Facebook page. Y'all, all you got to do is like the page. That's all you got to do. Facebook.com/Roland S. Martin fan page. That's all you got to do, and you will get to see all of our coverage uninterrupted. All 6 hours. I don't think y'all understand what's in store. I don't think y'all understand what's in store. Let me say this right now. Y'all can knock yourselves out with the rest of them people. No, I'm not. Okay, if you don't have Facebook, you need to get Facebook. I'm telling y'all right now. If you're not on Facebook, no, I'm not going to be on Periscope. Periscope has not, they just launched their application that allows for us to be able to put a broadcast on. It's not going to happen. If your Periscope is free, that's on y'all. Mine working fine. So I'm letting y'all know right now. You got to go to Facebook. Facebook Live. So let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all right now. Who's going to be on? I'm telling y'all that right now. Who is going to be on? I'm telling you right now, we are going to have, oh my God, an unbelievable lineup. Oh my God, y'all don't understand the lineup we got tonight. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Oh my goodness. Let me tell y'all who's going to be on the show tonight. I have personally confirmed these people. Tonight, Kerry Washington will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Stevie Wonder will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Aretha Franklin will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Killer Mike will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, John Legend will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Brian White will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Sally Richardson will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Omar Epps will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Vanessa Williams from Soul Food will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Jack A will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Director Malcolm Lee will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Director Bill Duke will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Cynthia Entertainer will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Erica Alexander from Living Single will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Kim Whitley will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Hill Harper will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, BB Winans will be a part of our coverage. I'm sorry, y'all thought I was done. Tonight, Tika Sumter will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Tatiana Ali will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Bill Bellamy will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Vanessa Bell Calloway will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Michael Collier will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, David Banner will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Star Jones will be a part of our coverage. Tonight, Congressman John Conyers, Congressman G.K. Butterfield, Congressman Jim Clyburn, Congresswoman Marsha Fudge, Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, all will be a part of our coverage tonight. Iyanla Van Zant will be a part of our coverage tonight. Bishop T.D. Jakes will be a part of our coverage tonight. Cheryl Lee Ralph will be a part of our coverage tonight. Oh, I'm not done. My panelists, Attorney Monique Presley, Amber Phillips, Dr. Ben Chavis of the NNPA, Rashad Robinson, Color of Change, Tamika Mallory, New York Justice League, Dr. Greg Carr, Howard University. Oh my, y'all. See, I told y'all. Did I not tell y'all? This is why we've got to have our own. This right here. We will have our own coverage. Shaping it in the way we want to shape it. We're not asking anybody's permission tonight. That's not happening. Y'all can turn off everybody else. They can have their little maps and they can have they little, all their little stuff. But if you are looking for the Black perspective, if you are looking for the people who are out there fighting for you every day, Reverend Jackson's going to be on our show. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is going to be on our show. Y'all better ask somebody. That's how we going to do this thing. Tonight on TV One. And on TV One. Streaming on Facebook Live. 6 hours. I got to go to a break. This is Roland Martin Show. Back in a moment. Okay, listen up, y'all. I need y'all to understand something. My Periscope is not freezing. It's not freezing, y'all. It's not. That's on your end. Normally, when my Periscope is freezing, it flashes. That means it's a connection problem. It flashes. That's not happening. I have a consistent stream here. It's not flashing. It's giving me no indication. So I know some of you are saying it's freezing, but it's not freezing. So what I'm going to do is just to sit here and work with it. I'm going to switch feeds. I'm on Facebook Live and I'm streaming through our Ethernet over here. And I'm going to change my computer to Ethernet. So only my Periscope is going to be on Wi-Fi. I got YouTube right now on the Wi-Fi. So I'm going to make that change. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Roland, let us know if you get something from Armstrong. How's your radio show, bro?
Oh, it's all good. Just fighting this damn. I'm allergic to smoke. I got my damn system Sunday. And Matt, when I was in Ohio, and I mean, I'm very sensitive to smoke. And then I came in here. One of the microphone guys, he's a smoker.
Oh.
And he plugged me up. Literally, I was just here. I was like, goodness.
That's the worst when you get to the folks that are like.
So so what happens is when it gets in my system, close to my throat, I call my doctor. So I have do you have another Ethernet cable?
You can unplug.
No.
You good?
I remember I put one in my bag 2 days ago.
Okay.
There you go. You know I gotta be prepared.
I need always something. Gadgets in the world.
There it is, right there. Yeah, I gotta go over. Right there. We see all the PAs away. Shit. Yeah, the medicine, I gotta. I told him. My doc called in, so it should be ready in about 30 minutes.
Oh, so you can't take like over the counter stuff like
Oh,
Allegra?
no. So like back in the days, it's a steroid.
Oh yeah.
You know, literally, if it really affects me, it's closed my throat up. I couldn't talk for a week. It's knocked me off the air. It's knocked me off the air.
What you live on the street for? This for your site, your website?
Yeah, radio show.
Oh, I thought you already did. I thought you
No, radio show's 10 to 1. So what I do is with the radio show, I stream Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook Live.
Okay.
So yeah, so I have we're already at more than 3,000 streams on Periscope. I got the highest 1,800 watching on Facebook. So yeah, we probably the way normally we end up anywhere from 70 to 100,000 streams. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's every day. Every day. So yeah. So if one of those folks come by, I'll let them know. Need some hot water and lemon.
Okay.
I saw that because I saw that cold stuff up there. So
all right.
Cool.
All right.
I'm just gonna down a bunch of that. Keep my voice.
All right.
All righty. All right, folks. Welcome back to the Roland Martin Show. Okay, so now I need y'all help. So I've laid out to y'all, everybody who's gonna be on the show today. I'm desperately trying to keep my voice. I'm trying to keep my voice in a huge way. I'm trying to keep my voice. I'm trying to keep my voice. I'm allergic to smoke. When I was in Akron, one of the people who were with me, they were a smoker, and I smelled it. I smelled it on their clothes. And then what happens is once it gets into my system, so some people, you could say it's been allergies. And I felt it, y'all. I felt it. Literally, it's like on the right side of my throat. It's like a trigger. And it kicked on. And so got a little congestion. So I was fighting. So I got some medicine. And so I got to have my voice tonight. I got to have hot water and lemon and honey. So give me a call, 844-736-7474. So I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm gonna play some videos. I'm gonna let y'all talk. But I'm about to play. Go to some of my callers right now. Let's go to Bryce in Maryland. Bryce, you're on the Roland Martin Show. Okay, for some reason I'm doing great. Go ahead, Bryce. No, I'm getting a wireless is poor. Saying wireless is poor. I thought we were bringing our own Wi-Fi tonight. No, that's what Susan said.
I thought it was in the truck.
It's only in the truck?
I think I'm not entirely sure.
I
can ask John.
Let me see. Just give me connection too poor.
That's a design. And they say they don't know. I don't know if I want to vote now or I don't like what's going on. Well, all I can say is this. That's your choice. You don't have to vote. But please, 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 please don't come talking to me because I got one word for you. Maybe it's two. Get out of my face. Because when you had a chance to make a difference, you chose not to. So whatever comes, just be prepared to accept whatever it is. Just say, well, I like it. I don't like it. Well, I don't have anything to say because I didn't vote. Because I remember every person, all the celebrities, all the people on Facebook who stated, I'm not voting. You might cast your vote, but in my eyes, if Trump wins, you're one of the people that help us get there. That's all I can. And one more thing. When you have time tonight, Roland, talk about gerrymandering so people can understand that this is not no happenstance. This is by design. Please mention that tonight. Talk about the gerrymandering, how that was done, and what cause and effect it has for everybody in America. That's all I would say, Roland.
All right, brother.
Save your voice.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much. Let's go to Lily in New York. Lily, you're on the Roland Martin Show.
Good morning. How are you this morning? I hear you
doing great. If you could turn your audio down. You could turn your audio down because I'm getting feedback. So turn your audio down, and then we'll be good.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Go right ahead.
Okay. First and foremost, I want to say, you know, I've been a singer for over 50 years. So I'm telling you, take some honey with lemon and then also olive oil. Let your, sip on some olive oil. Olive oil is good. Okay, let me get to this. The very fact that what you're doing is possible today, I must say, to God be the glory for a lady such as Kathy Hughes having the fortitude and stamina to launch TV One. It's awesome. And it's because of her that you're able to do what you're doing, Roland. I commend you. But let me just leave with the words of our slain Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. King defined courage as the power of the mind to overcome fear and the determination not to be overwhelmed by any object. He believed that courage was an inner resolution to go forward in spite of obstacles and frightening situations. That courage breeds creative self-affirmation, and that courage faces fear and thereby masters it. As a result, he constantly preached to people in the movement that the forces that threaten to negate life must be challenged by courage. And to that, Roland, I said, I thank you for the courage that you have and the fortitude that you have to keep moving on with this. And to Kathy Hughes, God bless you, lady, for bringing TV One alive. God bless both of you. And may God be sure to enable us to have Hillary Clinton as our first lady president. But let us not forget, that's not the only thing that needs to be done. Even though she becomes our president, we got to make sure that all the politicians' feet are continuously held to the fire and that they do what they proposed and said they were going to do while they were running. God bless you, Roland, and have a blessed day.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Let's go to the next phone caller, David from Massachusetts. David, you're on the Roland Martin Show. David, you're on the air. David, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, Brother Martin. Congratulations on your show, and I know it's going to be an amazing 6 hours tonight. I just heard the last caller say, thank God for our first lady president. We should hold politicians accountable. How can we say those two things in the same breath when we know that she stole a primary? What's going on in Benghazi? What they did to our brother Muammar Gaddafi?
How did she steal a primary?
Excuse me?
How was a primary stolen?
I mean, the voter suppression.
And what was the voter suppression?
There was hundreds of thousands of people who reported that their vote was either cast for someone else or not cast at all.
Where?
I know you saw the email.
No. But you're saying you saying the ballots were cast and weren't counted. Where? What states?
New York State, Nevada. Nevada had the contested convention, and they completely
no. See, that's right there. When you say a contested convention, that was a caucus.
A contested caucus.
Yeah, and so that was a caucus. I'm trying to say, when you say, okay, what else?
There were a number of things. You can't have a guy have 100,000 people at a rally.
Yes, you can.
Lose.
Yes, you can.
Lose.
Yes, you
hundreds of thousands.
No, actually, you can, dude. Do you understand? Here's the problem. Okay, this is the problem. You're doing the same thing Donald Trump is doing right now. You think that you think that the turnout at a rally means somebody's going to win a whole state. It's not how it works. It's not how it works.
So you can, in good faith, can cast your ballot for Miss Clinton and feel as though like she won that primary, she won the nomination.
Dude, she won more states than Bernie Sanders. I have said it repeatedly. The biggest mistake that the Senator Bernie Sanders campaign was they ignored black voters until after New Hampshire. You can keep trying to sing that all day. That's what happened. If the campaign of Senator Bernie Sanders had competed early on for black voters, they would have done better. They didn't. The black staffers on his campaign will tell you how they were trying to convince them to do this. So you're talking all of a sudden now you're saying, well, there were 100,000 people at a rally. He won a caucus, I believe, in Washington State, and they later mailed in ballots, which was a beauty contest, and she won 70+%. Now explain that to me. So I'm gonna put you on hold. Explain that to me. Going to a break. This is Roland Martin Show. Back in a moment.
Call 844-736-7474 and talk to Roland Martin next. We'll be back.
We got adopted. Over the years, I came to know the full story of what really happened, and she had since she was 17. I know that she wanted us to have a better life. The way she saw things going, it wasn't a good environment to raise a kid. The fact that she did that just shows how strong of a woman my mother is. To just be given a chance to be who she wanted us to be, that means a lot to me. And I thank her each and every day for it. I wouldn't be the person who I am today, and I like the person I am today. I've learned that love is what makes people who they are. I've learned that love helps you make the hard decisions. Without love, you can't know nurturing, and without nurturing, you can't grow. And I knew I was loved, and I was part of a family, so that was what's important to me.
For more information, visit iChooseAdoption.org.
I'm Christoph. And I'm Christopher. And our mom chose adoption.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mother.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Roland Martin Show. So I want to pull David back up. So David, are you still there? Okay. So David, I want you to explain this to me. I want you to explain this to me. Bernie Sanders won the caucus that took place in Washington State.
Yes, sir.
He got 71% of all caucus voters. Do you know how many people participate in that caucus?
In the Washington State caucus?
Yes.
Not off the top of my head, sir.
Yes, 230,000 people participated in the Washington caucus. Now, you do know caucuses are much different than actual primaries, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, they actually had a mail-in primary in Washington State as well. No delegates were at stake. Nothing along those lines. Guess how many people voted?
How many?
700,000. That's more than double the number of people who came out to a caucus. More than 700,000. Guess who won the primary or the mail-in?
You already said, Mrs. Clinton.
Now, you are saying, oh, it was stolen because you're talking about, hundreds of thousands coming out to rallies.
Not just that. New York State, Nevada.
Okay. What happened in New York State?
Like I said, there were hundreds of thousands of people who were either turned away or who
No. Hold up. Hundreds of thousands. Okay, let me type it. Hundreds of thousands turned away from New York Democratic primary. I'm typing that into Google because you keep saying it's hundreds of thousands. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So explain to me what happened.
Apparently, because I have some family in New York State, in Brooklyn specifically, where there were people lining up to vote, registered voters, people that we call sometimes super voters, and they were saying that their names weren't there, so they couldn't cast their vote.
Okay, so now here's the deal. You said it was stolen. New York has very strict voter registration rules. Got it? Very strict. Okay, so there were people who were removed based upon, and then there were errors as well. And you have people who are calling for reform to the election board and state law in New York. So, for instance, I'm reading a story from The Guardian. It says other registered voters arrived at polling stations claiming they had met all the requirements to switch party affiliation in time, yet still found themselves missing from the list, prompting angry scenes that may further hamper hopes of reconciling the two wings. Well, like for instance, as one person said, I voted in 2008 in the general election with just my driver's license and assumed it would be fine again. So your issue should be with the state of New York. But again, you keep saying it was stolen. Okay.
What about those WikiLeaks notes? What about WikiLeaks? Are we going to completely just disregard everything? Because Julian Assange was a hero when he blew the whistle on George Bush and the nonsense that he was doing.
Well, actually, let me correct you. Julian Assange was a hero to the people who were against the war. Now, here's the deal. Now, no. Dude, I'm trying to tell you. So the right, oh my God, hated Julian Assange. Sean Hannity, we should prosecute Julian Assange. Now they hacked Podesta's emails. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, Sean Hannity now says he's a hero. So here's the deal. No. Let me say it again. You're not listening. What I'm saying is, when you disagree with something, oh, you're like, I love it. But when you agree with something, then you go, oh, I hate it. And that's what you have here.
Absolutely. I can follow that to a degree.
But I'll tell you, David, here's the deal. You can sit here and be upset and cry about it and whine about it. But I'm gonna tell you this again.
I'm not gonna cry and whine. Those are strong words. I'm not gonna cry.
But I'm gonna tell you this again. This is very simple. If the Bernie Sanders campaign had actually focused on black people in September, October, November.
How is he not focusing on black people when he's talked about welfare reform? He talked about creating jobs in minority communities.
Wow, that's interesting. David, that's very interesting that you said, how do you say he's not talking about black people? And the first thing out your mouth is welfare reform.
Sir, the first thing out of my mouth was welfare reform because that was one of the main things that he spoke about.
David, let me,
you took my call.
David,
David, kind of pulling a bill.
Actually, I'm not. First of all, David, I got a 3-hour show. I could hold you for 20 minutes if I want to. I can give you all time to talk. So I don't. No one tells me to move on to the next caller. David, this is a fact.
Yes, sir.
This is a fact, David. A fact. Senator Bernie Sanders' campaign was unresponsive in him doing black radio. Tom Joyner, Steve Harvey, I can tell you for a fact. I was dealing with his black senior advisors, and they were like, Roland, we got to do it. We got to do it. We're trying to make it happen. We're trying to do it. Dude, for 5 months. For 5 months. They said we only focused on New Hampshire and Iowa. And I said, that ain't smart. It wasn't until New Hampshire was over and South Carolina was next. And all of a sudden they said, oh my God, we got to go talk to black people. David, that is a fact. David, do you realize?
So we listen to a Goldwater girl, and because she speaks to us and does the name
No,
because
guess what, David? David. Senator Bernie Sanders did not have a criminal justice reform plan until the Black Lives Matter activists stormed the stage at Netroots. That's a fact.
He's listening to us. Is she listening to us? Didn't she tell her Black Lives Matter? Didn't she have activists escorted out of her fundraiser or whatever that was?
Did she present?
Isn't this the same lady that called us super predators?
Did she present?
Isn't this the same lady who had a?
Stop! Wait! Hold up! 1 second! 1 second! You just said one. Wait a minute! Wait! David! Who voted for the crime bill?
Everybody under the
No. Okay, so here you are.
He doesn't have certain provisions made. He's on the record.
Okay, and my point.
Certain provisions made.
And my point is this here: you're criticizing her for supporting the crime bill signed by her husband when the guy you're supporting actually voted for
it. Exactly. He wanted certain provisions made.
David,
he wanted certain things to be changed.
David, so did she. Hold up. Wait a minute, David. David, 1 second. Go ahead. Finish it. Oh, finish the sentence. Finish it. Finish it.
No one knew that it was going to have the effect.
Oh, stop right there. Stop right there. No, David, stop right there. No, David, stop right there. David, stop right there. You just said,
yes, sir.
No one knew what was going to happen. So you said that to excuse Bernie Sanders. Could not we apply that to Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton? Why we can't? So why does Bernie Sanders only get the benefit of the doubt, but not them? So no one knew was gonna. Let me ask you, David, did you vote for Obama?
Yes. And I was an organizer during that campaign, in my home state of Massachusetts.
So you were an organizer for Obama. Who did Obama pick as his vice president?
Yeah, he picked Joe Biden.
Who wrote?
Doesn't have like a squeak.
No. He didn't vote for it. He wrote it.
He wrote it.
And you campaigned for him to be vice president.
I did.
David. So guess what, David?
You're absolutely right.
So David, yes, bottom line is you are part of the problem too, because you didn't say a word about Joe Biden. Did you criticize Joe Biden being picked?
Of course I did.
Okay, gotcha. All right, David. Okay. All right.
Me,
but David, but David, I'm saying, man, don't try to offer excuse to let Bernie off the hook, because it can also apply to anybody else who voted for it. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. 844-736-7474. This is Roland Martin Show. Back in a moment. So y'all, this is real simple. You can't
call 844.
You cannot try to say that was good for Bernie if it ain't good for Hillary. Let me say it again. You can't say that was good for Bernie, but it wasn't good for Hillary. See, I ain't want to talk that much. I was trying not to talk that much. But that boy didn't want to sit here and deal with them damn deal with them facts. Y'all, I got honey. I'm going to be on TV One. If you're in DC, we're going to be at Mulebone. Come on by. All right, my folks, welcome back to the Roland Martin Show. Second hour of today's show. It's election day. Hope you have voted. We want all of our voices to count. And that's why voting absolutely matters. But it's not just the presidential campaign. Let me explain it, folks. Let me explain that. It's also a question of the United States Senate. So you do understand if the Democrats win the Senate, David from Massachusetts was just calling, Bernie Sanders becomes the new chairman of the Senate Banking Committee. Trust me, Wall Street does not want to see that happen. Wall Street does not want to see Bernie Sanders as head of the Senate Banking Committee, the person responsible for writing the banking laws. So there are some Senate races we're watching. Senate race in Nevada, Senate race in Florida, Senate race in Wisconsin, Senate race in Pennsylvania. See, y'all, it's not just the presidential election that we are looking at. You're looking at, man, some tough battles. I'm looking at the real clear politics. So right now, there are, so it looks like, according to this map, the real clear politics, they have on here several different tough races. Ohio is going to stay Republican. Rob Portman is up some 18 points. Illinois will go Democrat. It's Tammy Duckworth. See, right now, there are 46 Democratic senators. So basically, there are 46 Dems, 46 Republicans. And they have here, the battle for the Senate is 8. That's what they have here. And they expect the Dems to pick up 3 seats. And so they think the Dems will pick up a seat in Pennsylvania. The Dems will pick up a seat in Wisconsin. They'll pick up a seat in Illinois. The real issue is what happens in Nevada. But also, the Democrats thought Evan Baugh was going to take that seat in Indiana. But according to the polls, it's real tight, and the Republican is up by less than 1%. So that's also a big deal. So we're looking at everything tonight, folks. Let's go to the back to the phone lines. Trying to save my voice, let y'all talk. Sammy from Houston, you're on the Roland Martin Show. Hey, Sammy.
Hello, Roland. This is thank you for taking my call. And you just about taken my comment completely away from me, because I was going to speak to how we all need to make sure we understand that unless she has the support that she needs to get things done, it's just a mute note for us to have gotten her elected in the first place. It's one of the major things that was a problem for Mr. Obama in his office, in his term. So since you've already covered that, I wanted to say a little something about what David was saying. We do all understand that Mrs. Clinton has a lot of things that she's done wrong. And myself, when I voted early last week, I went in and I was feeling pretty good until I got about 5 steps out. And I said to myself, Sammy, my goodness, I just voted for someone with the stuff that's on her back that is on her back. So then I had to think about what the alternative was. And this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we as American citizens have to put on our big guy, big girl panties and just come out and vote for the one that we think will do, well, the least harm to us as American citizens. And I don't think that's Mr. Trump. As much as I would have liked it to be better, this is what we have, and this is what we're going to have to deal with. Now, after this is over, give ourselves about a week or two, and then we need to start thinking about who else is out there who would be good, who we want to encourage to step forward and become someone that we can vote for, and figure out what we can do to keep watching and looking at the political people on the scene and figure out who it would be the next time it's our opportunity. You know, just to encourage them to start coming up to the gate and thinking about running for the great office of the presidency. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. But thank you so much, and I will be watching tonight on TV One. You have a great day, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Let's go to Keith in Louisiana. Hey, Keith.
Yes, hello?
Yeah, Keith, you're on the air.
Yeah, my name is Keith. I'm calling from New Orleans. First, I want to identify myself. I am black, and I am gay, and I do not, for any reason, for any amount of money, no one can convince me that Hillary Rodham Clinton is the correct choice to be the next president of the United States of America.
So who's the correct choice for you?
The correct choice for me would have been someone other than Hillary Clinton.
Okay. But Keith, you're saying someone other than, but she's the nominee. So there are 4 people on the ballot. There's her, Trump, Jill Stein, Gary Johnson. So who you voting for?
I've already voted, and I voted for Jill Stein.
Okay.
I voted for a person to where I can not have to sacrifice my integrity. I have voted for a person I can say that can honestly fight for what I believe in and what I think America should be. I am not going to sit around and pretend or convince myself that Hillary Clinton is the lesser of 2 evils. Because evil is evil. There's no such thing as a lesser. Either you're evil or you're not. And that woman is a wolf in sheep clothing. And the one thing that kind of gets me with the media and the bias, I wish that there were a day when the media could learn how to report on stories without being blatantly biased and who they want you to vote for. That's not the job of the media. The job of the media. Okay.
First of all, actually, you're wrong. Do you read a newspaper?
Oh yeah, I read newspaper.
Okay. You just said the job of the media is not to have their opinions. Okay, you're wrong. So you read a newspaper before, right?
It is our opinion.
No. Are there stories in the newspaper that are straight news stories? Yes or no?
Not one that I read. No, there are a few that sometimes.
What are you talking about? What are we talking about? Okay. So what paper exists where you live?
There's Times-Picayune, but there's not really a paper anymore.
Yeah, actually, it is. Actually, not true. It is a paper. It's not printed 7 days a week, but it's still printed. You also. But my question is this here, and I'm asking you again. So you're telling me there are no news stories in the Times-Picayune?
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but I don't read the Times-Picayune.
Okay. So here's my point. There are news stories in the Times-Picayune. Are there columns or editorials in the Times-Picayune?
All of those things that you're referring to, those are opinionated pieces.
No, I'm aware of that. And what I'm trying to explain to you is, see, your view of the media is wrong. The media is not. Keith, you're wrong. No, Keith, I'm aware. Keith, I'm aware. I've only been dealing with the media. Keith, I've only been involved with the media since I was 14 years old. So yeah, I kind of know that. Here's my point I'm trying to explain to you. You keep saying the media. Keith, the media is an all-encompassing word. All-encompassing, okay? In the media, that covers a number of things. The media includes radio DJs. they play music. They give their thoughts. The media, the media includes newspapers, which have opinionated people and also straight news reporting. The media includes cable news networks. The media includes websites. The media includes television. The media includes magazines. That's all the media. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand is when you say in the media, you cannot have an opinion, that's simply not true. You can, depending upon the media.
Okay, so let me clarify for you then. When you have national networks such as MSNBC, CBS, ABC, NBC, and so on and so forth, when you have media outlets like this, those that have the influence to reach millions upon millions of people and influence their opinions by repeatedly shoving them with the same info that they want the public to have, eventually the public is going to start buying their garbage. The media has been selling Hillary Clinton as president since 1994, and it has been going on until now. The media has been selling this job. And you want to talk about how this election was rigged for Hillary Clinton? Have you ever heard of superdelegate?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you know then how superdelegates were able to influence this election right from the start. With all those black Democrats, with all those so-called black Democrat leaders such as Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all those other people out there on the hill that you probably socialize with and sit down and conversate with, you know it was all political in their opinion of Hillary Clinton.
All right, Keith.
The establishment, and that's what they want.
I got it, Keith.
They're in the pocket.
But it's called. But Keith, they have the right to pick whoever they want, just like you. Yeah. But I gotta pick a commercial right now. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. This is the Roland Martin Show. Back in a moment.
Call 844-736-7474 and talk to Roland Martin next. We'll be back.
Dealing with stresses in life can be dizzying, even to the point of debilitating. Fulfill the Art and Joy of Balanced Living by Dr. Jackie Hood Martin is such a resource that helps you to cope with the unseens in life, that allows you to move yourself forward and feel as if you can accomplish what you're setting out to attain. It's time to live your life on your terms, to have the clarity and mindfulness that is needed to succeed. Fulfill the Art and Joy of Balanced Living by Dr. Jackie Hood Martin. So wake up, be in control. Take this opportunity to discover how you can live your life on your terms. Yes, you and only you can turn the corner in what's happening in your life and make the change for the better. Fulfill the Art and Joy of Balanced Living with Dr. Jackie Hood Martin. Available today at www.jackiehood.com.
We have a poem here called Whitey on the Moon.
Gotta keep it flowing. Hey, folks, welcome back to the Roland Martin Show. Let's go to the phone lines on this election day. Fira in Florida. Is that correct, Fira? Shira, I'm sorry. Shira, go right ahead.
It's okay. Yeah, first of all, I wanted to say, it's funny to me how people are talking about the Democratic primary and comparing it to like the regular general election. You know, these are parties selecting the person to represent their party. And I believe that I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary, but the truth is I'm okay because I believe that Hillary Clinton won the most votes, you know, and this is who they wanted to represent. People wanted to represent their party. And I think people need to be respectful of that. There's going to be someone to win. And just because Bernie Sanders didn't win because, you know, most people in the party didn't feel like he would be a good representation of them, then that's their right. And if you just, but to compare it to the general election, the delegates to the electoral college, it's not the same thing. And it really and truly, at the end of the day, it's a party selecting who they're going to run for their party. It's not the entire nation selecting who's going to be the president of the whole nation. So that's the first thing I want to say. Secondly, I don't know why people are so hateful towards Hillary Clinton. You know, she's not perfect, but I think if you were to dig into people the way that people are digging into her, anybody, you're going to find something that people aren't going to agree with. And but I do like the fact, and I've told you before, I have a daughter who has a disability. I like the fact that she fought for children with disabilities. I like the fact that she fought for children in poverty to have health insurance. I like the fact that she stood with the families of the 9/11 victims. And that about Hillary, I think, is important because I believe that we should have a president who shows that they care about people. And Donald Trump hasn't shown that at all. He's shown that he has taken from people, and he's very arrogant about it. And he doesn't care about, and he actually prides himself in not paying taxes and sifting people who have done work for him. And that's important to me because I think those people that he's acting as if he's, you know, like he doesn't care for, represent the majority of America. So if he's treating people like that in that sense, people should understand that that's how he would treat all Americans, and he would not show care for anyone, you know. So I think through Hillary's record versus his record, and these are the two people that have the chance of becoming president. I can understand people supporting Joe Biden and I forgot Johnson, but at the same time, they're not actually. We all know that they would not be the ones to be selected for president because they are not in the Republican or the Democratic Party. So with that in mind, I choose Hillary. Okay. And last thing I wanted to say was, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I just received a call from one of my friends in Duval County, and they, I don't know if you're aware, not her case specifically, but in general, this is happening. She did not vote the last election, and they kicked her off the voter rolls and told her that she had to go downtown to fix things, but she's far along in a pregnancy. She just doesn't have the energy to do that. But I've heard about that. I've heard about the purging with the criminal records and the felons, but I hadn't heard about in Florida them purging people off the rolls for not voting the last election.
Well, but this is one of the